Hello, welcome back to the channel. It's Natalie. I am going to be playing with the Rainbow Village. These, it's rainbow. Do I need to say anything more? They're super pretty. I love that wood grain one. The Rainbow Village birds, and this is just the Rainbow Village basics. Now, I'm not going to use this one today, but I thought I'd show you because it's gorgeous. Love that. That swirly sort of one is super pretty. The rainbow birds are just fun. They're just fun. And they're so cute. So we're going to make 3 cards today. So these cards today are going to be like with one die, but they're also going to be using all of the prettiness. So I have the Ben's Plaid. I have this patterned heart. I have cut out quite a few times. And I've embossed this panel. We're going to do a little bit of rainbow love just on the side. And I'm going to finish that little panel off with a strip of black cardstock. It just finishes it off. Looks like it's done rather than a little bit of, sometimes it looks like it's floating on the side. So using a little bit of black cardstock, I feel personally that it just finishes it off. I'm going to layer these up. I have layered these up, I should say, about 3 times. You can see I'm using scrap cardstock, and with this die set, it comes with the coordinating heart. So you have the background, the solid heart, and you have the patterned, the patterned die that comes with it. This sentiment just came from the Black and White Sentiment pack, which I would leave a link down below to that. It had a funky writing with the sentiment, which just goes so well with these dies. So we've got just a card to say you are awesome. I have a t-shirt that says the same thing. Oh no. It says, be careful of my amazingness. It is everywhere. And it's crooked because I thought that was fun. My friend and I made that a few years ago now, actually. A couple of years ago. Anyway, I am finishing off with some clear crystal mix. And that's going to be adhered down with some liquid glue, also from Paper Rose. I will leave everything down below. Okay, so this is just about done. Pretty much done by now. I don't pretty much have anything really to tell you about today. The things are just cruising along. There's nothing really to tell you at all, frankly. I have some massive tape. I won't tell you what we call it, commonly known between my friends, but it makes it really, really easy to die cut shapes. And then, although sometimes you fight with getting the backing off, it does, honestly, I swear, I promise, it does make it a lot easier to adhere these intricate dies down. So this is card number 2. I have adhered all my hearts. I cut out 3. I promise it was only 3. And I've used little bits and pieces, like in the top right hand corner, you can see there's a little bit of a heart that is actually cut off other things. I am going to alter this card. This card is going to go a little bit sideways. I just decided that I didn't quite like the full panel with what I'm going to do. And so you're not going to see it, but I'm going to take it off, pull it apart, and I'm going to cut it down and re-adhere it all. I'm making myself a little banner. There is easier ways to make a shadow banner than this, but this is what I went with, and it works fine. What you can also do is have the white piece of cardstock. So at the moment it's in position. So if I had the top on the right, sorry, I'm going to say the right hand corner currently, If I move that down, I could use the white cardstock as a template, but I chose not to. That's just, I go with the flow. You can see here I've trimmed it all down, and I'm going to trim down the rainbow piece of paper as well. And I just like the birds, just funky. Is it just me? Is it like they're fun, they're funky, and I love it. I've adhered that with a little bit of foam tape because that's my go-to. And we're going to adhere our sentiment underneath, and our bird is going to sit on the sentiment as a bit of a ground, because I do like to ground my images. I love cards that the images are sort of floating around a little bit. They are really cute and they are really fun, but for my cards, I like to ground my images. I think that's a nice, it just makes me feel better. Wouldn't be my card without a little bit of bling. These are just some clear drops. I've used a mixture between Paper Rose Crystal, Clear Crystal Mix and these. Because that's what I like. I've adhered this down slightly lower. Now, because I did pull it off, I had to have a little bit more pressure than I would normally have to worry about, but I like it. It's all good. It sticks down really quickly. And that's going to be card number 2. So we've had just the center focal point for our heart. We've had a bit of a background. And this card, I love that rainbow thing. I have cut my center heart. I have given it a little bit of acetate and raised it up with some foam tape. And we're going to make a little shaker, which is a go-to element for, a go-to thing for these sort of types of die sets, I think. Personally, I think that's what I like. I have some clear crystal mix that I'm just fighting with to try and get in the center of my heart. Now I'm going to play around with this because I adhered the second layer of foam without removing the backing tape out of the fourth one. So I've cut all that off a little bit, so you don't need to see all that. Trim my panel down. It's a little bit hard to see, but it's tiny little bit wider than my shaker element. I just thought that was a little bit of fun. I do love this rainbow paper. It's just nice and bright and beautiful. So really this card, we've got the black and white sentiments again. We're going to die cut our sentiment out using the strip sentiment die from Paper Rose, obviously. And we've got do more of what makes you happy. I just love it. I think it's so much fun. I'm just trying to get a feel of where the cardstock is. If you're not too overzealous with your glue, it really doesn't matter. You don't want the glue to ooze out and onto your acetate because that you will see that. I have cut a whole bunch of little strips of cardstock, and I've gone around the edges with that Copic marker, the 100 or the 110, just to finish that edge off, and he's going to give it a little bit more depth. You could obviously add a little bit of foam, but my foam strips are really quite high, and this, I had a whole bunch of spare strips of white cardstock, so we're going to go with the flow and do that. I'm using my reverse tweezers just to hold it down because there is not a lot of foam underneath the actual sentiment, so to help him adhere better, we're just using the reverse tweezers just to clamp it down. I mean, what did we do without reverse tweezers? I don't know. Here's the 3 cards that I've made today. I hope you are well, and I hope to talk to you very, very soon. Take care and have a great day. Bye.